So, do you know what you need to know in order to learn Power BI? Are you ready to learn Power BI? Are there some things that you want to know if you are even ready to learn Power BI? Well, this is the video that is for you. Right now, I'm going to be presenting you a video to where you can determine whether or not Power BI is the right move for you. Better yet, you'll be able to determine which way, which path you need to take, or which path is best for you in order to learn Power BI. Hey, welcome back to another video on the power of the BI. Welcome back to another video on the power of the BI. So today, we're not gonna spend a whole lot of time going through Power BI presentations, learning all the ins and outs of how to create a Power BI report, because you're like, hey, listen, I don't even know how to even start Power BI. I don't even know how to even open up Power BI. So we're gonna just look at some very basics, some very basic tools, some very basic skills that you will just need to know in order to be able to learn Power BI. And then I have actually created an online assessment. So you will be able to take an online assessment and then determine which pathway is best for you. Now you're saying, well, what do you mean, Terod? What do you mean, which pathway is best for you? So here's the deal. I've created two courses for Power BI. I've created two online courses for Power BI. One online course is a totally 100% self-paced course, 100% self-paced. What does that mean? That means you log in when you get ready, you go through the course. When you get ready, you go through each part of the curriculum. When you get ready, there's no rush. There's no extra points for finishing fast, or points that's being deducted for finishing a little slower. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're slower. It just means, hey, I need to take this thing at my own pace. I can figure some of this stuff out. If I got questions, I'll get at you. But for the most part, just let me move. Just let me cook, right? And then I have another version of the course to where I provide I provide coaching on a weekly basis to the students. So here's the deal. I welcome you to determine which way is best, which way you feel is best for you, because we all learn differently. But again, the major difference between the self-paced course and the course that is the coaching course is I'm more actively involved. There's no pressure, for me saying, hey, we need to get this thing done. We need to get out there and get into the workforce. We need to get the resume ready. We need to, we need to sharpen up the skills, because in the coaching course, that's what I do. I coach at a level of, I'm going to say, an NFL or a Major League Baseball player coach, right? I'm going to be trying to get the best out of you each and every session. That's what I want to get. I want to get the best out of you each and every session. So it's a little bit more stressful. It's a little bit more intense on the coaching end. But you're saying, hey, I want to be coached. I want to get this thing done. I want to know what I need to know, and I want to get there fast, right? And that's what I bring to the table as your Power BI coach. As in the self-paced portion, it's not that I'm watching from afar and letting you run and hit your head against brick walls and things like that. It's just not that intense, right? It's just not that intense. I'm not as active when it comes to the self-paced, because everyone moves at a different pace. But myself or someone on the team will be accessible to you. So that's kind of where we are. But what I want to do first is I want to just give you a little bit of information about Power BI itself. So Power BI is a Microsoft product. It is a Microsoft product. It is very similar. When I say similar, just as is with a product being Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel, Publisher, things like that we use as individual consumers on a day-to-day basis. Power BI is a Microsoft product just as those are, but it is primarily built for commercial use. Doesn't necessarily mean that it needs to be super Fortune 500 commercial corporate use, very small businesses, mom and pop shops, mid-level independent entrepreneurs can definitely get the benefit of using or receive the benefit of using Power BI. Now, with that said, I do not work for Microsoft. Let me grab me a little drink here real quick. I do not work for Microsoft. I currently do not contract with Microsoft. I have never worked directly for Microsoft, but I have worked on projects to where I have been a contractor for Microsoft, and I work, not necessarily side by side, but screen to screen with some of the counterparts over at Microsoft. But I don't get any type of endorsement. They don't sponsor this segment. They don't sponsor Power of the BI in any way. Again, my course is Power of the BI, which is not affiliated with Microsoft in any way, with the exception of the business visualization tool that we use here at Power of the BI is Power BI, which is a Microsoft product. Now, the BI in Power BI stands for business intelligence. It stands for business intelligence. So it's Power Business Intelligence. So very similar to artificial intelligence. Business intelligence is more so, well, it definitely is for business, whereas artificial intelligence is used in many, can be found to be used in many different ways. And, they do interact, well, they can interact, they can integrate, but it's not a real big integration. Now, when you do bring artificial intelligence in with business intelligence at a high level, I mean, it really does rock. But I'm not going to get into all of that because that's not what this course is about. This course is simply about Power BI. It's simply about Power BI at a mid to senior level, Power BI developer level, right? So, what I will let you know is when you finish this course, you will be at a mid to a senior level Power BI developer, even if you are just now getting started. And now that comes with, this is a boot camp style. I'm not necessarily going to call it a boot camp because I really don't know what the true definition of a boot camp is. I have participated in a boot camp before. I don't know if this meets the criteria of what a boot camp is, so I don't want to misspeak. But what I will say is when you finish this course, whether it be in 8 weeks, 16 weeks, or 6 months, however long it takes for you to finish it, you will be at a level to where you can compete for mid-level to senior level Power BI developer positions. What does that mean financially? That means somewhere in between $90,000 to $110,000 on average. On the low side, maybe 80, and on the high side, maybe 120. I don't guarantee, I'm going to say it again, I don't guarantee the financial compensation that you're going to receive after completing this course, because everyone is different. Everyone has a different level of motivation. If you've got a super high level of motivation and you're trying to get it, you probably are going to go out there and you're probably going to hit that 115, 120 mark. That 110 average is still not bad. If you are like, I'm really not confident in what I'm learning and I need to take it a little bit slower, hey, I get that too. And here's the deal, you may find yourself at 75, 80 mark. At the end of the day, you've got to do what's best for you. I'm going to do what's best for you as far as getting you ready to learn Power BI. Now, whether that's going to be in the self-paced course, or if that's going to be in the coaching course, that's going to be totally up to you, right? I don't necessarily push one over the other. It's really a preference as to what you feel you need in order to be good at what you do and really learn Power BI at your level. I'll be totally honest with you. In a prior life, I was a 5th and 6th grade math teacher. And the one thing that I know about teaching individuals, not just kid students or young adult students or young people, I think everyone is the same and everyone learns. When I say everyone is the same, we are we've got a same chemical makeup, but and by that, I mean, we all learn differently, right? Even though we're the same, we all learn different. Some of us learn by seeing, some of us learn by doing, some of us learn by feeling and touching. So, you know, that's where we are here with Power BI. Now, we in both courses, you will be creating projects, pretty much the same projects. Again, at the end of the day, the courses are about 99%. The courses are about 95. I'm gonna say 95% because I think I add a lot to the course when it comes to the coaching aspect. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna say they're about 85%, and the 15% difference is the coaching that's provided in the coaching on the coaching side. So, you know, you'll get to determine which one of those levels, which one of those sides of Power of the BI that you think is best for you. Now, here's the deal. If you're someone that feels like, hey, you know, yeah, I've learned a lot, but I didn't go to school for that. I didn't get a 4-year college degree for that, so I really don't feel very confident. Here's the deal. I mean, off top, right now, off the rip, I wrote a book called The Six-Figure Cheat Code, Making Money in Tech. It's out there on Amazon, and it is out there on Audible and in most places where audiobooks are sold. So again, if you think you may not feel as if you are deserving of a 6-figure opportunity because you didn't go to school for this, and you know this can't be true, look, here's the deal. Again, I wrote a book. It's called The Six-Figure Cheat Code, Making Money in Tech. And you know, it teaches you, or not necessarily teaches you, but it shows you that you are competent, capable, and ready to go out there and grab this money, grab that bag that's sitting on the table, ready for you as you land that 6-figure opportunity. Now, with that said, in order for you to feel comfortable in determining which one of the different directions in Power of the BI that you want to take in order to learn Power BI, I created an online assessment. So the link is in the description. Follow the link and take the assessment. I believe it's somewhere between 25 and 30 questions, and it gives you a score at the end, and it will give you a suggestion at the end and tell you, hey, you know, now you're ready you're ready to either take the self-paced course, or you're ready to take the online coaching course. Now, if you know that you really are not the type of person that want to have a coach that's coming in on you, telling you need to get it done right now, you got to move fast, we got to make this happen. If that's not you, no matter what the assessment says, just do the self-pace. Just do the self-pace. And if you need to reach out to me, you'll have my information. But just do the self-pace. If you know you're someone that needs that, go get it. And someone's gonna hold you accountable. Do the online coaching. Now, there's a slight difference in fee. I don't want to throw any fees out there. The online coaching is a little bit more than the self-paced. The reason why I don't want to throw any numbers out there is because numbers change. Yesterday's prices is not today's prices, and who knows what tomorrow's price is going to look like. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, you know, don't let money be the factor, because neither one of the cost of either one of the programs is gonna break the bank, right? And basically the investment, the small investment that you're putting into yourself in order to earn that 6-figure opportunity is more than what they say, more than its worth in gold, or more than the weight in gold, or something like that. You know what I'm talking about? I don't really know. I'm just a little country boy from Arkansas, right? I don't really know all those big time sayings. But anyway, it's just a small investment that's gonna have a pretty big return. Now, I don't know if you consider, I'm not even gonna throw any numbers out there, because I'll be getting myself in trouble, so I'm not gonna do that. But anyway, there are two different paths that are out there. One is the online coaching. One is the self-paced, online self-paced, and one is the online coaching. Again, both of them, the courses are the same. The difference is me being involved as your coach, and making sure that you are being held accountable for what you're saying you want to do, and that's go out there and make this money. Now, again, with the online assessment, when you take the online assessment, it's going to give you a recommendation. But if the recommendation is not what you know is best for you, do something different. Do something, I mean, not necessarily do something different. If you know that the self-paced is not good for you, but the online coaching, because you need someone that's going to hold you accountable, do the online coaching. If you know that the online coaching is not something that's good for you because you get stressed out when it comes to somebody just being on your back telling you that you need to do X, Y, and Z, listen, it's not worth it. Just do the self-paced. Just do the self-paced, right? Now, what I want to do is I want to show you what I'm not going to go through all of the, I'm not going to go through all of the online coaching. I mean, all of the assessment. I'm going to go through, I just want to show you just how simple the assessment is. It's actually not 30, well, I think one assessment is 30 questions. I think the other assessment is, going to be, look like I've got my pictures backwards here. Let me do something real quick. I hate to do this right in the middle of the show, but just had something backwards there. I think we're back here. Here we go. Let's see here. My apologies there. But when you're going live, you got a live demonstration going on. That's kind of what you get. So what we have here, here's the beginning of one of the online assessments. This one is only 25 questions. One I believe is 30, one I believe is 35. But at the end of the day, it gives you a score, and you know it's real quick. You know, you just read through how comfortable are you in learning complex topics on your own, whatever your ability is. You just click it and you hit next. And here, do you prefer having direct access to a coach for feedback and guidance, and you select whatever you feel is best for you. And you know, I'm just showing you here just how quick it is for you to go through here and to take this online assessment. So I'm not going to go through all of the questions here in the online assessment, but at the end of the day, this is what it is. And what I want you to do is I want you to take this online assessment, just grab the link, go follow the link in the description below, and just take the online assessment. Like I say, it's 25, 30, 35 questions tops. You can be done with this in maybe 7 to 10 minutes at the tops, and you know you'll get some idea of whether you would be better going with the self-paced course or going with the online coaching. That's primarily for those of you, primarily for you if you are unsure of which pathway you would like to take. But again, if you know that you that mentally you're not good for the online coaching because of the stressed out and somebody holding you accountable and all of that, dude, do the online self-paced. If you know you need someone to hold you accountable and the online self-paced is not going to hold you accountable, no matter, even if the assessment says, you know, you'll be better off with that online self-paced, do the online coaching. But you know, at the end of the day, what you're gonna do is you're gonna receive a link for this. Just follow the link below, and you're gonna get this online assessment. You can knock it out. You can have some information about who you are, where you are, and what you need to do in order to learn Power BI like right now. Okay. Now, what I also want to do is just give you an idea of just how simple. Well, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say just how simple Power BI is, because it's simple to me because I've been doing it for quite some time. But at the end of the day, you know, I believe that, you know, once you finish this course, it's not going to be too terribly difficult for you to understand and learn how to get through building out a Power BI report and being very, very good at it. At the end of the day, it's really dragging and dropping in visualizations. And I'm going to say visualizations, and now I'm going to explain to you that Power BI is really just a visualization tool. Now, what you're going to do is, as you see here, I just clicked one of the visuals on the screen, and then it popped over. If we had data in here, if we had data in this particular report, I don't have any data. This is just a blank report. But this is a layout of what happens. But really, outside of the data, we're just formatting the visualizations on the page so that I don't want to do that. Let's go back. We're formatting visualizations on the page to create a pretty report, right? I'm going to take, so that's a line graph. And pretty much these different graphs and charts that we're using, these are the same graphs that you learned how to create and use when you were in 5th grade math, right? 5th and 6th grade math. These are the same graphs, line charts, bar charts. Funnel charts we really didn't do a whole lot with as 5th and 6th graders. But pie charts, donut charts, maybe not a whole lot of donut charts. And the difference between a pie chart and a donut chart is, of course, we can see here, this is a pie chart. And if I come back over, this is going to be a donut chart. So we got a bar graph, we got a bar chart here. And now I'm gonna show you, I want to get a, can't really, not able to see two times, there it is. I didn't want to do that. That's my column. I remove my pie. My donut. So I'm going to bring my donut back in. When I select the visual and I hold it down and then I select another visual on top of it, it makes the other one disappear, or it replaces, not necessarily disappear, it replaces that visual. And basically all the visual is a graphic image, right? So this line graph here, this bar chart, this column chart, this donut chart, this pie chart, all of these are visualizations because they are graphic images. And then we set data on top of them. You know what the data, you have some idea what the data looks like as, you know, when you were in the 5th and 6th grade, or if you have a 5th and 6th grade son, daughter, niece, nephew, cousin, somebody you've helped in math over the past few years here. You know, at the end of the day, this is what they are doing, or you did when you were in that grade. And then we just bring in visualizations. I'm going to bring in one more visualization. It's going to be a funnel. Probably didn't do a whole lot of funnel type stuff when you were in 5th and 6th grade, or when your child was in 5th and 6th grade, because the primary visualizations that you use in 5th and 6th grade is the line chart, the bar chart, the column chart, and histograms. But at the end of the day, the visualizations are visualizations. So now, what we created here is a report, and then we would publish it out to the web. And we publish it out to the web, individuals within our prospective companies would be able to visualize, look at the visualization that we created for the KPIs, which are the key performance indicators for our prospective industries, companies, departments, teams, or just our positions themselves. And basically, we have created, you know, a report. Now, when you create the report and you publish it out, you can share it as an app, and in that app, then you would be able to share it as a dashboard. Dashboards and reports are typically, I can say typically, dashboards and reports are sometimes, many times, the terms are used interchangeably within the scopes of Power BI, but at the end of the day, a dashboard is not a report, and a report is not a dashboard. You create a report, and then you publish a report, and then you're able to share it out as an app to where it then can become a dashboard. But that's a whole nother conversation. What we do in Power BI is we learn how to build Power BI reports. We learn how to build Power BI reports. That's what we do. Now, if we did have data within this report, what we're looking at here is the report screen, report view. If we come over to the left, we choose this icon. This is actually the data view. And then this is where all of the data that would be residing. where we be residing if we had data. And if there was data here, if we had several tables, this is the model view. And in the model view, as you can see, there are relationships that are built, and these would actually be seen as tables. The tables would be linked together, they would be connected, and they will have relationships. And the relationships would allow us to go back to the report view so that when we select a specific area on the line chart, the column chart, the pie chart, the donut chart, the column chart, and the funnel would all be interacted. If we select somewhere on the pie chart, then the bar chart, the line chart, the column chart, the donut chart, and the funnel, they would all be interactive. What does that mean? That means that we select one piece of the pie, whichever piece is related to in the other visuals, you would then see how it is being, what the results are as to that selection being made, and how it's being affected, how it's affecting the other visualizations. It's a pretty sweet thing. It's a pretty sweet thing. Didn't really want to bring any data into this report because I wanted to just give you some idea of just how easy it is, just how simple it is to bring in data, bring in visualizations into a Power BI report. But again, if you are interested in determining which pathway is best for you, is it the online, the 100% online self-paced course, or if it's the coaching course, follow the description below, and you will be able to go out and take the online assessment, and it will give you some idea. Now, I'm going to tell you, it's not 100% accurate, but it's pretty doggone close. If I had to put some money on it, it's probably about 88%. It's going to be about 88% accurate as to which one is going to be best for you. Now, as I said before, if you know that you are not very good with doing things on your own and you need to have some type of accountability partner, you need to be in the online coaching course. And the reason why you may score well in the 100% self-paced course is because mentally you're thinking and you're responding to, no, I don't want to do that because I'm not going to be good, or that's not what I like to do, right? I'm not saying that everyone that takes the online assessment and you get the self-paced, that the self-paced is not good for you. And I'm not saying that everyone that takes the online assessment and it comes back and says that the 100% online coaching is what you need to be doing. I'm not saying that it's telling everyone that they're wrong, but I'm saying you know in your heart whether or not you need to be taking the self-paced course or the online coaching course. But anyway, I'm not going to take up too much more of your time. I just wanted to stop by and let you know about my about the online assessment that is out there for you. Now, again, if you have some doubt, or if you really don't know, if you got some doubt whether or not this thing could really work out for you, again, I've written a book. It's called The 6-Figure Cheat Code, Making Money in Tech. You can go out there, you can find it on Amazon. I know it's in the App Store, it's in the Google Play Store on audio, and it's in Audible. Listen, go out there and pick it up. Get an understanding of why you are going to be ready, why you are going to be ready once you complete this course. That book is going to show you why you're going to be ready when you complete this course, right? I don't really have enough time right now to just go into all the intricacies of why you're going to be ready, but you are going to be ready when you finish Power of the BI. Now, the way the course is set up, whether it's the 100% self-paced or whether it's the online coaching, they're both set up for 16 weeks, 4 months. They're both set up for 16 weeks, 4 months of completion. Both of them I know can be done in about 8 weeks. If you put your head down, got into the grind, and you really want to make that thing happen, you can complete online, you can complete the 100% self-paced course or the online coaching course in a matter of 16 weeks. And on the fast track, you can get it done in 8 weeks. I know that. Now, I do know that life be life and that things be happening. So, if it takes you a little longer, that's okay. If it takes you 20 weeks, that's okay. If it takes you 30 weeks, that's okay. There's no time limit that you have to get it done. I'm just saying that if you're just trying to get it done and you got the time and life just doesn't happen to be life and too much on you at this current point in time, you know, you can get this thing done in about 8 weeks, definitely in 16 weeks. But, you know, I understand sometimes things happen. So, you know, I want you to get the full potential out of this course as you can. So that could mean that you need to spend, or that means that you may have to spend a few extra weeks, a few extra months even in getting the work done and completing the course. And that's totally understandable. You know, life, like I said, life does be lifing. You end up having a husband, a wife, a dog, and a white picket fence, and things just happen. So, you know, I do totally understand that is what it is. But again, this is all about today. This is all about the online assessment, and you get an opportunity to determine which path is best for you, whether it's going to be the 100% self-paced course or if it's going to be the online coaching. Anyway, I want to thank you for dropping in, and I look forward to seeing you win again in the next video.